Hey everyone, welcome to our first show for Quo Vadis called Documenting the Truth. I'm Jamal Kingston, your host. Today we're going to start off talking about a very important topic that should matter to everyone watching this show today. This is called college graduate information. First of all, I read an article that was in the Star Ledger, the New York Star Ledger, about recent college graduates leaving the state of New Jersey. Why is this happening? There's a pretty explanation in this wonderful article that I have here. A girl here, 23 years old, graduated from Hunter College with a degree of political science, wanted to make a better life for herself. She lived in she lived in her mother's two-bedroom modest apartment across the Hudson River. Thought that she would make a life for herself, but she's bogged down with a lot of high costs, a poor job market after graduating college. Now, why is this happening across this state, particularly with a lot of millennials, a lot of young people? Why? Could it be because of high taxes, a poor job market, the post 2008 recession? Could it be because there's a lack of competitiveness in this state's economy and in its businesses? Maybe, potentially. Could it be poor transportation? Yes, and I'll explain why. According to census data, 47% of 18 to 34-year-olds living in this state were still living with their parents in 2015. The highest rate in the nation. The highest rate in the nation. Now, that's not going to improve as we're in 2017. I don't know what the recent numbers may show, but this is the most recent one from 2015. Another reason people are leaving this region in general. According to the 2007-2014 American Community Survey, people ages 18 to 34 moved out of New Jersey, the highest number of an age group in the state. A lot of people left because they're seeing a low job improvement market. And despite this region being the most powerful region in the country, people are leaving. They're going to other states like Colorado. They're going to places like Texas, like Missouri, Kansas, smaller states, a little bit states that are more sparse in population, but with potentially better job improvement. I think potentially we need to restructure the tax system in this country and in this state, especially in this state. This state sees the highest property taxes in this state, in the country, I should say. Excuse me for that. The highest property taxes in the country. A lot of millennials, when they're out of college, they want to buy homes. They want to create they want to create something for their family, and for them to be bogged down in student loan debt, not finding jobs, not finding opportunities, and they have a little bit of money to buy their first house, and when they see their first property tax bill, they're going to be disillusioned and they're going to want to move out of this state. Property taxes needs to be cut drastically. The tax system needs to be cut drastically. We need to create more jobs for people in this state. We need to make sure that young people have jobs. What do I mean by that? In my opinion, I think we need to create more businesses in this state. We need to have more, investments and more incentives in this state for businesses to come into this state. We could, ask businesses from other states like Connecticut or New York or next door, Delaware or Pennsylvania, these tri-state area jobs, businesses to come to New Jersey and to create opportunities here. We have a lot of office space in this state. We have a lot of vacant office space, a lot of vacant land and acres. We could create more jobs here. We could create more malls in this state, create more opportunities in this state for people. And where would young people, college-age people like us find jobs? Where? In the malls, in the supermarkets, or wherever, in businesses, in internships. We need to create more jobs in this state. We need to make this state affordable, but also prosperous at the same time. And when we're seeing that a lot of college graduates, when we're seeing them move out of this state, it's because this state isn't economically prosperous as it may have been in previous decades. Another thing, transportation. The transportation in our state is pretty poor. In this article, the girl spoke about how she works in New York, she lives in New Jersey, commutes to New York, like a lot of people in this state, a lot of college students in this state. Maybe they may work in New York, but they live in New Jersey. They live with their parents. Their transportation is pretty unreliable. What needs to be done? Maybe we need to restructure transportation in this state. Maybe we need to create more opportunities for people in this state by making transportation reliable on time, buses, trains, ferries on time, so people could get to where they need to go to, and make sure that things like this don't happen again. What do we need to do? We may need to increase the minimum wage. We may need to increase childcare. So young parents who have a child could be able to take care of their child while working and make sure that they can get benefits for that. We may need to start new policies or something like that. When these things happen, when we see articles like this, politicians in general should act, and people like us, voters, consumers, commuters, homeowners, workers, we should demand action so that things like this could change and so we could see a more affordable state, a more prosperous state. After the 2008 recession, we've seen a lot of people move out of the state because of high taxes and so forth. The candidates for governor here for New Jersey, Republican Kim Guadagno and Democratic candidate Phil Murphy are talking about these issues, but they're not advertising it enough. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks and months, we could see these two debate about these issues, about affordability, about college graduates leaving the state, about what we could do to keep college graduates in this state and create jobs and create businesses in this state and provide, economic liberty and economic sustainability and economic prosperity in this state. Maybe we could hear about that from them and their lieutenant governor candidates, their running mates in the 2017 governor's race. Hopefully we could hear about that. But this is a very important topic, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are facing the same situation this girl is facing. You could read this in the Star Ledger. It's called "Recent College Graduates Are Leaving New Jersey in Record Number. Here's Why." It's in the Star Ledger, Nork Star Ledger, www.nj.com, NJ Advanced Media. You could find this, and you could pretty much get your own opinion once you read it, and make a observation about from yourself about why this is happening and what could be done to make sure that this state can be affordable again for a lot of people, especially a lot of young people who've graduated and still cannot find jobs in this state or in the tri-state area, but particularly in the Garden State in New Jersey. This state has had a shaky economy for a couple of years now, but we should really be prospering. This country should be prosperous. The economy of this state should be prosperous. And once that happens, I think things will be able to be better for this state. But we want to hear from you. You could comment on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page. We have a lot of social media outlets with, for Quo Vadis here. You could comment on it. It's a very important issue. It would be best if you commented on our Facebook page. That's where we get a conversation going with a lot of students commenting on this issue. And on our Instagram page as well, we get a lot of colorful responses there. And Twitter as well. We would love to hear you speak about this. We would love to hear your opinion on it. It makes it important. It makes it valuable. So please comment on our website. Comment on our social media outlets for Quo Vadis. Thank you very much. I'm Jamal Kingston. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.